What's good? It's your boy Hemi John hollering back at you with another video. This video is for Real Talk Wednesday, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is what I got for you today, folks. This is going to be one subject of probably two, maybe three, but we're going to get into them. I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Number one topic we're going to talk about today is the recent violence that has gone on in the Boot Heel of Missouri. That's right, folks. I said the Boot Heel of Missouri. That's an area where I live since 1989, and just recently, maybe 3 years ago, moved from. So the Boot Heel, Missouri, if you don't know, it's at the bottom of Missouri. That's why they call it the Boot. It's shaped like a boot on the map. You got a lot of towns down there. You got Haytime, Missouri. You got Kennett, Missouri. You got Caruthersville, New Madrid, Missouri. All these small towns, Malden, Missouri. You got all these small towns, and it's always a lot of beef. It's always a lot of trouble that happens when these towns a lot of times get together. I'm not going to say always, but usually when all these small towns get together. Now, I've been to car shows in Malden, and it's been peaceful. It's been chill. I just think it's about coming together. And I'm leaving out Sykeston, Charleston, you know, Cape Girardeau. We can throw them in there too. They ain't exactly at the bottom, but they in there. So anyway, with that being said, it's always a lot of things that can happen when all these small towns come together. So recently they had a shooting there last weekend, and it was at a party. And you can go on, all you got to do is Google it, shooting Kennett, Missouri. And it was at least one person killed, four injured. And reason I am bringing this news up and the things about the Boot Heel is because I've lived there for so many years. I got family there, and this touches close to home. My wife has family there. In fact, my wife is from Kennett, Missouri. And if you don't know, Bootsy, the rapper, he is throwing a concert there. And so, with that being said, then there could be a potential for a lot more to go on if this is not kept in check. So, I'm just bringing some light to the subject because people of color especially, they got to come together and do something positive. And we have to come together. I'm saying they because I'm not out there in those streets going to these parties. But we have family members they're still young. They want to get out here. They want to party. They want to live this life. But you got to be careful when you're out here just trying to have a good time. It could be your last day, and you could be running towards your death. So just be careful when you're out here. Yeah, things can happen when you go to the grocery store or just out and about, but it's a more likely chance something's going to happen to you if you are in these situations with all these people from these different towns, and this person doesn't like this person got a problem with that person. And it's just how it is. And even though I'm just speaking about Missouri, you got Arkansas right there too. And I lived in Blytheville, Arkansas for a number of years, and Blytheville gets down however they want to get down. So you already know it is like that. So, like I said, you got Missouri, Arkansas right there, Tennessee not far away. So, because you got Dyersburg right over there too. So, shout out to anybody that may be from these areas. I'm not putting down the areas because these are all areas where I hung out. These are all areas where I partied, and other, young people have really enjoyed this. They've done a lot of positive things, but at the same time, you got to watch yourself. And with the concert coming up, it can be a potential for a lot more drama. So we don't know what's going to happen with the concert. But one thing about it is people that's out there in the streets and is really, call themselves enjoying these parties and going to these things, they have to be careful. All right, number two, moving on. Number two is another sensitive topic. That is the Cherokee Nation has asked Cherokee, the brand the Jeep, I should say, the Jeep brand, to rename their Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, this article's been out at least 2 days, So this is not new news, but it may be new for some of you that tune into my channel. And so this is a very sensitive subject. We already know how, in 2020, last year, the certain Indian tribes had asked about to have the Washington Redskins renamed. And so, speaking on this, I'm just going to say that it is a sensitive subject, and you have to be careful how you represent yourself, because Jeep has been doing this for a long time, calling it a Jeep Grand Cherokee. But at the same time, a lot of stuff is changing in the country and in the world. And so you just have to be careful, and when people, they name something, that it can offend people. And so with that being said, you never know what has offended somebody or may offend somebody till you have a dialogue. You sit down, you talk to them, and they may tell you, hey, you've been calling this and that for years, and that's really hurt my feelings, or I really don't like the way you name that or call me that. So, everybody, and of course, I'm going to say this, at the end of the day, you're not going to please everybody. Some people, some Native Americans may care. Some Native Americans may not care. It just depends. It may be offensive to some of them. It may not be, but if you have one person that's giving a voice and speaking for many people, then it's surely without a doubt that a lot of Native Americans feel this way. So that is number 2 topic. Number 3, moving on, what we're going to do, we're going to get into, I know I said that I was going to wait and install those lights later. As I said in my one video, the fog lights, I did get them installed. And so what you're going to need the your socket. You're going to need the 8 millimeter, and I'm going to show you the bolts and everything to put on. And I got people entering the G-Raj. What you doing there? Come on into the G-Raj. I guess they don't want to get on camera. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys just what I did and do a little quick video, because the bulbs, they're already in, and I didn't want to make this video too long, but I did have these topics that I wanted to address today. And so this will kind of be wrapping it up on the Real Talk Wednesday. Holler back at you in a minute. All right, and I'm back. Hope you guys can see me all right. This is what we got. You're gonna need your 8 millimeter socket to go right in there. Just loosen these 3 little bolts up, and it'll pop right out. You take your plastic off, and then I'm gonna hit the lights on here. Let's see, the fog lights are not on, so I'm gonna have to turn them on. Give me a minute. And I'm back. As you can see, I got them installed. It was a fairly simple process. Let me move my hand out the way so you guys can see. They're a lot brighter. Go to the other side there. You can see those. So I'll be wrapping up this video. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. This is your boy Hemi John. Holla at your boy. Yep. Also, I want to make a big shout out to Hemi Amir. That's Hemi Amir. A-M-E-R-E. So I'm going to be putting his name. You'll see it in the video here. And so I want to give a big shout out to him. He shouted me out, so I'm going to return the favor. Much respect. And Hellraising 6.4, I'll be putting his name out there. Just trying to support everybody in the Mopar community. Let me get that right. But also not just Mopar or Dodge or whatever, Stellantis, whatever you want to call it now. But also just people that love cars in general. So, I'm rocking with whoever rocks with me. So I just wanted to make sure, though, I shouted out Hemi Amir. Go check his channel out, support the brother. He's got a lot of good content. All right, let's get back into the video.